friends. So last week we um, were working on writing our all about books. Remember, an all about book is a book that an author writes to share all of the facts they know about a topic. So it's a nonfiction book that shares information about one main topic, right? So we wrote our introduction. Let me scroll up to my introduction. We wrote, our introduction. We wrote our first subtopic. Remember, the subtopic is one category of all of the information we're sharing with our reader, right? So we had one subtopic. We wrote our second subtopic, and we wrote our third subtopic. And each subtopic had a heading that would tell the reader what that page was going to be about, what kinds of facts we were going to share on that page, right? And now today we are going to write our conclusion. Now, before you start writing, you need to make sure that you have your planning sheet right next to you. The same way we always did with our how-to books, the same way we've been doing with our all about books, because our plan tells us what we wanted to remember to write in our actual book, right? So for our conclusion, you need to look at your organizer and find where you said conclusion and what points you wanted to include. So I'm going to type in here, but you can also write if you print your all about book template out. Okay, so my conclusion, I was writing about cats. Remember, that was my topic. So for my conclusion, I wanted to make sure that I said that cats are amazing animals and that my reader might want to adopt a cat themselves. When you're writing your conclusion, you want to think about, what's the last thing that's really important that I want my reader to know? Because sometimes your reader's really going to remember the last thing that they read in a book, right? So we want to make sure that we include the things that we really want our reader to know at the end, that we want to make sure that they remember these things. So I'm going to say cats are amazing animals. They are funny, playful. I'm going to say they are funny and playful mammals, because I remember I wrote that in my introduction too. And playful mammals. And they are so cute. After reading this book, you might even want to adopt a cat yourself. Okay, so now my conclusion. I included that cats are amazing animals, like I said in my plan, and I also included that my reader might want to adopt a cat. And I made sure to write everything in full sentences with capital letters at the beginning and punctuation at the end of each sentence. And I added some more details, like the way we write as second graders, right? With lots of details. And the next thing I want us to do for today, one more thing, is if you go all the way to the beginning of your template. So we have this first page here, which says all about blank. So I want you to fill in what your topic is all about. Mine was cats. And then it says by, and it has a blank because you are the author of your own book, right? So I'm going to write by Miss Sheridan, and you should write your own name on that blank. And we also have our table of contents that we haven't filled in yet. But a table of contents, remember, tells the reader what's going to be on each page or in each section of the book. So we already have the introduction on the first page. Now these 3 pages are where your subtopics are going to go. So I need to look and see on page 2, my subtopic was physical qualities of cats. So I'm going to write that right here. And you're going to do that for each subtopic on these lines.